GoKart is a company that works in the digital space, developing and establishing new businesses and working with companies to discover unique and creative solutions to their digital marketing problems, web design issues, or building a better business strategy.
A message from Mr. Monopoly.
Rumble was the first company in our suite. We became these companies that sort of all live together under the same roof. And many times there's some feathering of our efforts. Sometimes we don't pay any attention to each other. The flood in this building happened in May, right around Memorial Day, just before Memorial Day of 2012. And it's odd because we're on the 5th floor, so you wouldn't think we would be in a flood area, but a water main broke in the building, a floor above us, and flooded our floor with several 100,000 gallons of water, and every floor below us. And it really wreaked havoc in the building. It was not a good day. We got a call at about 6:30 in the morning. It had been going all night long. The water was blowing out of the bottom of the building, and we came down here and it wasn't good. It was not good at all.
I think in any media space today, whenever you work with the type of clients that we work with, you have to have disaster recovery in mind, so that in the case of the flood, we would have lost thousands of dollars worth of clients' data. In the end, it ends up being our end client who suffers because we have to redo work. Ideas could be lost, so several different reasons why it was a huge plus for us to move towards this.
To have that data backup and that storage is worth its weight in gold. Maybe this is a ringing endorsement of CrashPlan because I didn't have any sort of gap or hiccup in my workflow. In fact, everything that I wanted was there, file-wise, data-wise, as soon as we got to the new space. There was more hassle in wrangling furniture than there was in file storage.
We're on the 5th floor of an office building. How often do you think you're going to have 2 to 6 inches of standing water on the floor? And to be able to have this implemented and to have that peace of mind, it's just a huge weight off your shoulders.
Yeah, just pick up your equipment, take your laptop, go somewhere else. As long as you have a connection to the internet, we're fine. And we can wait for somebody to clear all the water out.
Just having the ability for somebody to go in and verify that they have all of their files backed up in one location, it saved us hours of time from having to reintegrate data. They could just do it all through CrashPlan instead of having to go through each of their backup drives or to find it on Dropbox in separate folders. They could just pull everything back in the CrashPlan files and just it was good to go.
I think one of the biggest principles that we introduced with CrashPlan over our previous infrastructure was very minimal internal server maintenance and eliminating kind of a single point of failure for a disaster recovery. The nice thing about CrashPlan is we've been able to eliminate that infrastructure, and we can implement a restoration from basically anywhere in the world. When GoKart was younger, it was a great thing to have a server closet with all this technology and check out our VPN and check out our centralized file server, and we're going to have a separate file server for every department, and here's this robust backup solution infrastructure, and all it does is end up requiring administrative maintenance time. It costs power, to have UPSs and servers and racks of equipment running in the closet. Being able to eliminate all that overhead, I think, was a huge benefit of having CrashPlan. And then you couple that with a disaster recovery strategy that isn't dependent on the hardware that's sitting in your office, and it's a great peace of mind.
We use CrashPlan holistically, so anytime we get a new PC in, that's one of the first things that's installed and maintained. Within 5 days of somebody getting their new asset, it is tagged. We walk through the process of installing it, what files need to be backed up initially, setting up all the proper folders and permissions, and then it's good to go.
I think having a solid process for not only storing from a backup perspective, but also maintaining in case of employee turnover or a decentralized work environment, the ability to get critical information to them rapidly and efficiently, and know that no matter where they are geographically, our data is safe and secure, is a huge benefit for having a program like CrashPlan.
Give away part of my vast fortune.
We are a project-based company. We've done projects for years and years and years for various different clients. All of the music, all of the audio files, all of the things that we deal with on a daily basis have to be archived because there are many times when we need to go back to those. projects, either pull out old files and redo them or fix them or whatever it may be. We have a lot of assets, the assets being our music and recorded music and things that all live on digital drives and in digital storage. If we don't have access to that, we can't run our business. We've always had this idea that we need to have at least 2, if not 3 backups on-site and off-site for everything that we've done. And we've done that for years and years and years. If we lost all that data, if we weren't able to do that, we would be in the kind of trouble that you can't buy your way out of. We would be sued, perhaps we would be out of business, period. Our clients could care less. That's the thing. They just expect you to have it, and that's all there is to it. Like, what do you mean you're flooded? Well, so what? We got this thing that you got to do. And if you can't say no, so you go and you do it. So I wish I could say that they cared about or were responsive about, gee, wasn't that great that you were backed up? They expect that. And without the data backup, that would have been a catastrophe.
I think that if GoKart had not had CrashPlan as part of its disaster recovery solution, there may not have been a GoKart the way that we are today. There would have been a serious gap in service delivery to our clients. If you're not backing up already, back up. Use CrashPlan. There's no reason not to.
When I think about something like backups, and I think about any service, CrashPlan being one of the best one we've found, there's nothing sexy about it. But I'll tell you what's sexy is being able to have it work for you when you need it, and have it and know it's there. That's really sexy, that your business doesn't go down because you weren't backed up.